Hi YouTubers. First of all, shock of God. You're after proof that atheism is accurate and correct. I assume that's the question. If I get a word wrong slightly somewhere, that doesn't really matter. Your exact question, as you ask it, that is what I'm going to answer. How I'm going to answer. And I have already done this. I've already done this in the first video I did to you, but I didn't use the exact wordage of your question. However, the answer is exactly the same. If you go back to that video now, I've actually answered your question, and basically go back to that video and cut out the first bit if you like, but the proof that atheism is accurate and correct is still in that video. And so go back to that. I'm saying this mainly because I went to one of your videos recently and I noticed that you keep saying that oh, look at this guy hasn't answered the question, this guy hasn't answered the question, nobody can answer this question. And so I put a little comment on, and it was nice of you to have unblocked me and taken a sort of friend invite instead. But I actually left a message and it said, well, you've not answered my question, you haven't responded to my video, so therefore I win by default. And you quickly answered back that I hadn't asked the exact question. I hadn't answered the exact question. Even though I hadn't said the exact question. So this is, you said make a video with the right question, and there you go. So this is quickly what I'm doing. And unfortunately you instantly blocked me again so that I couldn't respond. As you do. But the thing is, if there's someone out there can just nudge this video shock of God's way, and perhaps then I can declare myself the winner. Thank you, because you're not going to respond to me, are you? Anyway, that's not really the reason I'm making a video today. That was just the beginning part. I'll come to the next bit. Yeah, while I'm at it, I might as well mention Nephilim 3. I went to one of his videos lately. It's the one where he sort of has the music, ragtime music from the Sting in the background, and it's in black and white. He's got his hat on. I actually thought it was quite a good video. Not the content, because he was talking the usual gibberish, but I thought it was quite well done and rather fun, rather amusing. However, what a little symbol is that's turned up. Anyway. Got nothing to do with this. I was just looking on here, a little symbol turned up as if to say something's wrong. Anyway, back to Nephilim 3. And I thought I'd leave a message, and the message said, let me think, nice video, not sure about the content, but I like the video. I'm going to put this in my favourites. If I change my mind, I can always delete it later. And I thought, just leave a little jibey joke down like that, and I found out I've been blocked also by Nephilim 3. Now I don't even remember leaving a message for Nephilim 3 before. I suppose some time ago I may have put something down like this is entirely untrue, it's rubbish or something. I may have put something. I wouldn't have been offensive. I don't do offensive usually, not unless no I don't do offensive. But I've been blocked. So poor old Nephilim 3, he's not going to get my message either. Which is a shame, because I rather fancied taking Nephilim 3 on at some time. And but there you go. Again, not the real reason I started making this video. It's sort of in parts. There's several things I want to discuss. Okay, what I want to talk about is a news item this week that has caused me a little bit of amusement. And a little while ago the Pope decided that he would embrace Anglican bishops or Anglican clergy into the Catholic faith if they wanted to swap, as it were, from being Anglican obviously. And five bishops, 3 of them are serving bishops, and I believe 2 are retired bishops, which you know, if they're retired, so what, I think, but have decided to move over to the Catholic faith. Ah, there goes my dog playing, just to annoy everybody. It's always fun at my house, I can tell you. Anyway, the thing is, in a statement, these bishops left a statement, and it does say, I'll read it. In a statement, 5 bishops said, I'm sure they didn't all say it, but there's a statement from all of them. We have been dismayed over the last 30 years to see Anglicans and Catholics move further apart on some of the issues of the day. Now, I thought about the Catholics over the last 30 years, and the one thing that keeps popping up is child abuse. So why would they want to be associated with the great things the Catholics have done in the last 30 years? Now, I personally have had a go at the Anglicans in the past, but I do find them the soft side of religion, really. Thank you. There's a dog down here as well. I'm getting covered in dogs. Anyway, where was I? I love the way they put me off. Anyway, I have a soft spot for Anglicans in a certain way. They're a progressive religion. They have a zeitgeist of an evolution of religion in many ways. They do come up with new ideas. They come up with things like, of course, women priests. Heaven forbid. And of course they sort of not too bothered about homosexuals. They even have a homosexual bishop that I believe is now going to resign because he's fed up with all the hassle. But they have had a sort of progressive movement in amongst their church, which I do kind of sympathise with. On the other hand, as somebody who knows a bit about the Bible, I also realise that the things that they are doing do often go against what's in the Bible, but then what doesn't in the various religious fractions, especially Christian ones. I mean, you can read what you like from the Bible, I always say that. Anyway, don't you think if you were an Anglican priest, why on earth would you want to become a Catholic priest? Catholic priests have... When I say Catholic priest to you, what do you think of? Is it, oh, Father, you're a lovely old man. Nice, kindly, gentle old man. I'm using an Irish accent there because they usually are Irish around here. But what do you think about really? What do you really think about? You think about perverts. You think about child abuse. You think about if someone said to you, "Oh, I'll just leave your child with this gentleman here. It's okay, he's a Catholic priest." Would you leave them? They've had a terrible reputation. It wouldn't be so bad if it was just 1 or 2, but there's been many, many dozens of them. Let's put it that way. I don't know the exact figure. It must be at least 100 by now. And these people must be so bigoted to say, "Oh, women, disgraceful. We're not having them in church." And in all fairness, like I said earlier, you can look at the Jesus and his saying what he said. Women should be silent in church, you know, should not have a say or anything like that. Very bigoted, but things have moved on. Should they move on in religion, or should we be just stuck with ancient texts? And this is the problem with all religion, especially, of course, Islam. You can't just never change anything because some ancient scripture tells you something daft. And so for the rest of eternity you have to stick to daftness, if that's a word. Bit of a waffle, but an interesting thought. And what on earth are these bishops doing? They believe that now there'll be loads of Anglican clergy moving to the Catholics. I know the Catholics are short. Nobody really outside of the Anglicans, it seems, wants to join them. But an odd one. I don't know if it's worth a video, but it's certainly worth pointing out. These guys have got to be a little potty, haven't they? Like my dogs. This has been a chaos of a video, hasn't it? I've probably over waffled again and not got to the point, but there you go. Peace.